Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing all right this evening. Welcome to our breaks on Friday, December the 11th. Doing something a little different this week, breaking on Friday instead of Saturday. Looks like we need to get our camera focus in a little bit better shape than it's in right now. That's going to be a little difficult to see stuff. And I did not realize I have my director of operations in the room, even though he is not supposed to be in here while I'm streaming. So give me just a second to open the door and shoo him out, and I'll be right back. Grayson, what are you doing, bud? You're not supposed to be in here. Yeah, there you go. All right. Sorry about that. I did not realize Grayson was still in here when I came in here and shut the door. We'll get our camera straightened out. That looks pretty decent. That does not. I think that's about as good as we're going to get. I feel like that looks pretty solid though. Feels like we're in pretty good shape there. Make sure our lighting's good for our chromium cards. I like to see how far I can tilt it back before it gets the glare from the other light. So that's good. All right. Now that we've got that taken care of, I think I'm going to open some packs to get warmed up. I have some really random stuff. Some Panini Texas Collegiate cards. I don't think I've ever opened these before. Wow, they don't even have foil on them. Of course, this stuff was closed out like crazy by Panini. I'm going to guess they sold about 100 cases of each school and then closed the rest of it out to Dave and Adams, which I get. Lord Ricky Williams was kind of bargain basement though. No foil. 14-point stock. Oh, backwards card. I wonder if it's an autograph or a parallel. I guess it's a parallel. And it's backwards for no reason. Quite the disappointment there. Yikes. I mean, it's great if you're a Texas fan, though. Obviously, there are probably a lot of players in this set that have never had cards. So that's really nice for those collegiate collectors, of which there are a lot. So that's nice. I was just curious. Got this stuff free from an order a while back, and I'd sent some packs to people, but I'd never opened one. Hey Dusty, how are you doing this evening? I am doing just fine, sir. Got a big stack of boxes I'm getting ready to open. And generally, when that is the case, I'm pretty happy. Just making sure I've got everything set up for us. Good deal, it's Friday, it's time for the weekend. And what better way to start the weekend than opening boxes of cards? although I will understand not everyone exactly shares that same sentiment, but seems like as good a time as any. Just work on getting our lists updated. Looks like we've got a couple of new orders since I went live. I think I've got all the counts updated there with the schedule over to the right. We'll start off with our Prism Football Blaster random team number 3. And then something a little different, nice little change of pace. Prime NASCAR random driver break. So I don't do a lot of racing, but I think this one had been listed in my eBay store for quite some time, so it seemed like as good a time as any to go ahead and do that break. Plus those cards are fantastic. Nice thick stock, crazy patches, all kinds of fun stuff. So I tend to like that sort of thing, realizing that most people don't, but something kind of fun, a little different. And then we've got Mosaic Basketball Mega Box Random Player, which I don't think I've ever done one of those. We've done a lot of Mosaic hangers for basketball, but never the Mega Box. And as you can see, we've got about 1 trillion spots left in that. And then after that, Prism Football 2-hanger random player style. And I think that's our first hangers that we've opened this year, and that's break number 1. I'm not sure why I had number 3 on there, but and these are the 20 card hangers, not the 10 card, that have the 4 red ice prisms per box. And I want to say there's a silver in every other one, so or green, so you actually end up with 5 prism parallels. That's why I picked these over the 10 cards, 10 card hangers. And then last but certainly not least, our 2020 Topps Chrome Black Baseball Random Team Break. And I think we've just got 3 spots left in it, so it's moving quick. If I'd known it was going to move so quick, I would have put it in the top in the front spot this evening. But you know, that's how things go sometimes. If I could predict things that well, I should probably just buy lotto tickets. I like them. I mean, I definitely like the NASCAR cards, and I feel like that Panini's kind of made some nice strides in the last couple of years with them. There were some times early on in their licensing time frame where the products, frankly, just weren't that good. They were pretty sorry, honestly, and I feel like they've come a long way in kind of redeeming themselves, so to speak. So I definitely like the stuff that they've been doing the last couple of years. It seems like they've really upgraded those brands that they put out for racing. So it's really nice. My goodness, I didn't realize I came on that early. We still got about 15 minutes. I'm going to open some more packs. Might as well. Open another one of these Texas packs, see if it gets any better than the last one. Can't believe they didn't put foil on these. Miles Turner. Now, I think what would have been cool is if you're an alumni of one of these schools, getting these cards signed, like through the mail. That would have been nice. There, of course, is the stadium, which has been renamed in the last year. Nice panoramic shot though. All right, well, enough of that. Maybe there's something else to cleanse the palette. In which product, Dusty? A $250,000 card? That's a lot of dough. These are all flipped around. Little Frank Castillo. Oh, Sean Green, rookie card. I feel like I should sleeve that. Kenny Lofton. I believe that's a rookie too. Well, no. Yeah, it is actually. He didn't have a 91. Oh, that just pains me to no end. It's like stabbing an ice pick right through my heart. Dale Murphy pictured as a Philadelphia Philly. I don't want to talk about it. Moving on. Mike Harkey. Dan Gladden. Paul O'Neill. Wilson Alvarez. Rafael Ramirez is an Astro. Heinous. Borderline criminal. Craig Ruback and Greg A. Harris. Not to be confused with Greg B. Harris. We'll hold off on that other pack. We update our spreadsheets again. Thanks to everybody that's picking up those extra spots. It's a little different this week. I usually email on Friday and then on Saturday before we break, but I didn't want to email yesterday, so I just emailed this morning. I figured that would be enough. Just one of those things. All right, looks like we are making some progress. We're down to 15 on the blaster. Really, I haven't seen. I wonder if that's out of the Court Kings. Let's see, down to 123 in the Mosaic basketball. Make that 118. Well, you know, the National Treasure Zions, I mean, those go for crazy money. Somebody had offered $500,000 for the Logo Man auto out of it, which I'm assuming is probably his biggest rookie card they will have is the Logo auto out of National Treasures. I know that Flawless isn't out yet, but from a rookie card perspective, Flawless usually just doesn't garner quite the money or the attention um, the way that National Treasures does. So I'd say that'll be his biggest. But yeah, people pay crazy money for some of that. But that's good. I mean, that shows the health of the hobby. I mean, it shows how healthy things are. I take that as a good thing. I know that some people don't, and I get that, but I take that as a wonderful sign for the hobby that people are that enthusiastic about it that they're willing to spend those large amounts of money on cards that they want. And everybody has different means and different, so, but I think that that's really good that the hobby is in that kind of state now. I know that some people tend to frown upon it a little bit, but I don't think that's anything to be nothing but happy about. That's just me, though. I tend to probably have a little bit more of a glass full outlook than glass empty outlook. And I try not to worry about too much about what other people have that I don't. I'm all right. I hope everybody else is too. That tends to be my general outlook on things. All right, looks like we've got about 6 minutes. Enough of my rambling. See, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Dusty. If someone wants to, if you have something that you're willing to sell and someone's willing to pay you for it, I feel like that's a wonderful combination. And if you all see eye to eye on what that figure is, regardless of whether it's $10 or $10,000, then that seems like a pretty good deal all around for everybody. Everybody gets what they want. Hey Fred, how are you doing this evening? Good to see you. Fantastic. Now I don't know about that, Dusty. Tap the brakes. Tap the brakes. Hey Brian, how are you doing? I don't know if I'd go that far, Dusty. I jokingly on Twitter a few months ago posted, I told everybody I was going to do a 10-spot Raz for Grayson, our cat, for $1 million a spot. Not surprisingly, I got no one willing to enter said Raz. So, yeah, the blaster's still open. We've still got, good gracious, let me see how many spots we've got. But yeah, we've got spots, MRA. I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah, we've still got 13. Hey Kenneth, how are you doing this evening? Yeah, MRA, it'll be open a few more minutes. Looks like it's about 4 till. I don't want to start too far past the scheduled time. I don't know why I'm so hung up on the time thing, but I like to keep a good schedule. But at the same time, I feel like I'm the only person that really, truly cares about that. I think it's kind of a work thing carrying over. I'm fantastic, Kenneth. I'm getting ready to open a big pile of boxes, so that generally makes me pretty darn happy. I was getting ready to say you might be up for sale, Dusty, if she sees that. I won't say a word, but yeah, you that is a two-way street, Dusty. She might post you up for sale on Craigslist. Okay, no problem, MRA. We'll start a couple minutes late. We've got 15 minutes slated for that. I don't think that's a 15-minute break, but we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Thanks to all of you picking up those extra spots. I certainly appreciate it. Well, see, and there lies the problem, Dusty. If she's selling cheap, you don't know where you're going to end up. That could turn out really bad for you. I'm just saying. That could be a bad deal. Hey, Matt. That's right. Happy Friday. Start of the weekend. And what better way to start the weekend than opening packs of cards? Looks like we're down to 2 spots in black. I swear that always happens to me. The thing that I post at the end that I think is going to be the slowest to sell sells out first. Let's see here. I'm going to continue to update our list for a second. I know that MRA was wanting to get in on the blaster break, so I'm going to spend a few minutes updating our other lists. Give him time to do that. Oh, it looks like black is sold out. I stand corrected. All right, thanks, Tom. Tom snagged the last few spots on black, so we're good there. Tap the brakes, Dusty. Tap the brakes, sir. That's... Whew. That's some harsh talk on this channel, man, I gotta tell you. That's like coming up to me and just kicking me in the shins as hard as you can. That is some hurtful talk. Dale Murphy is a Philly. That is harsh. All right, give me just a couple more minutes to get all this updated and we'll get started. Goodness, looks like we're down to 2 on the blaster. Thanks to all of you buying up those spots. Thought that was going to be a little difficult. Let's see here. Jeff's in for another one. All right, looks like we've got one more spot in the blasters. Anybody want it? Let me make sure the count's right on the product page before I say that. So I'm showing 3 left, but there's really just 1. How did that, oh, I know exactly how that happened. Let me go in and adjust that real quick. Did somebody take that last blaster spot? Yep. Did you take that, Brian? Pardon me, didn't mean to cough into the mic there. Got a little choked up. Well, I don't think anybody like that, Dusty. I do not think anybody like that. All right. Sold out the blaster. Thank you, Brian, for taking that last one. I'll get your other spots down on the list before I forget to do it. All right, let me get our random set up and we'll get started. Yes, we do, Brian. Yes, we do. We need some good stuff to come out of these boxes tonight. That's all right, Brian. I know exactly what you mean. We need to get some good stuff this evening. There we go. There's our list. All right. without further ado, let's get started with our 2020 Panini Prism Football Random Team 1 Blaster Box Break number 3. Just like with all of our random breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical team list. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Joshua in the top spot. And we've got Clint in the bottom spot. That's what I was trying to do. Little operator error there. So I will cut and paste this list over to the right and sort by everybody's name so everybody knows which teams they have before we start opening packs. All right, so Alexander's got the Packers, Brian's got the Browns, the Dolphins, the Eagles, the Texans, and the Titans. Chad's got the Steelers, Clint has the Buccaneers, the Jets, and the Vikings. Fred has the Cardinals, the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Rams, and the Redskins. Jeffrey's got the Ravens and the Saints. Joshua's got the 49ers, the Bills, the Broncos, the Colts, the Falcons, and the Patriots. And Matt has the Bears, the Bengals, the Chargers, the Panthers, and the Seahawks. And then Matt C has the Cowboys. Melissa's got the Jaguars, and Tom has the Giants and the Lions. All righty. Now that we've been through our list, and I can actually get it back to the right screen, let's open this box. Good luck, everybody. Now this one is a little different than our last blaster. We had the disco blasters in the first 2, or the disco prisms. We have the laser prisms. Same ratio though, there's 5 per box. I also believe there's a silver per box too. So there's our 6 packs. Pack number 1. Jarvis Landry. Akeem Hicks. Whoa, how about this? Little silver Chase Claypool rookie. How about that? Nice little start there. Little Chase Claypool silver. Not too bad there. Not too bad. There we go. And then the last card in the pack is an emergent Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. Got to remember to announce the teams. Maybe someday in like 2022, I'll be a little better at that when I do a team break. Pack number 2. Kyle Van Noy. That actually goes to the Dolphins, even though he's pictured as a Patriot. Goes to the team listed on the card. And I'll ship all the base with this since this is a team break, like I did the last 2. But that'll go to the Dolphins. Michael Gallup for the Cowboys. So you like the lasers better, Brian? Oh, and then we have a Zach Moss rookie for the Bills. And then our laser prism is Mark Ingram for the Ravens. So these are like the velocity prisms in optic, or at least that's what it looks like to me. That's what they remind me of, or the velocity parallels in optic. Look sharp though. Yeah, probably a little more aesthetically pleasing than the disco. And then our kid reporter card. But that's just me though. Troy Polamalu for the Steelers. Malcolm Butler for the Titans. Harrison Smith for the Vikings. And then we have a Laser Prism Jordan Brooks rookie for the Seahawks. Next pack. Le'Veon Bell for the Jets. Dexter Lawrence for the Giants. And then next we have a CD Lamb rookie for the Cowboys. Not too bad there. And then our last card in the pack is Philip Lindsay for the Broncos, our Laser Prism. And then our kid reporter card. All right, pack number 5. Jack Doyle for the Colts. Travis Kelce for the Chiefs. Greg Zuerlein, and again he's pictured with the Rams but notated on the card as a member of the Cowboys. So that'll go to the Cowboys spot. And then our last card is an Allen Lazard Laser Prism for the Packers. Pack number 6. First card, Jonathan Ogden for the Ravens. Adrian Peterson for the Washington football team. Then we have an Anthony Gordon rookie for the Seahawks. And then we have an A.J. Terrell rookie Laser Prism for the Falcons. Alrighty, now that we have opened our packs, let's go through our list and see who got which cards. There we go. So we'll start with our Jonathan Taylor emergent insert for the Colts, and that goes to Joshua. Congrats on that. We'll go through our rookie cards. Our Anthony Gordon rookie card for the Seahawks goes to Matt. Congrats on that. And then our CD Lamb rookie for the Cowboys goes to Matt. Not too shabby there. Congrats on that. And then our Zach Moss with the Bills goes to Joshua. Doubling up. Congrats on that. Next, with our prisms, we'll do our silver prism first. Chase Claypool for the Steelers. And that goes to Chad. Congrats on that, Chad. Thanks for breaking with us this week. And then we'll go through our 5 laser prisms. First up is our A.J. Terrell rookie prism for the Falcons. And that goes to Joshua with the triple. Very nice. Then next is our Alan Lazard laser prism for the Packers. And it goes to Alexander. Congrats on that. And then next is Phil Lindsay for the Broncos. And that also goes to Joshua. Congrats on that. And the next is our Jordan Brooks rookie prism for the Seahawks. And that goes to Matt, doubling up with the Seahawks spot. And then lastly is our Marvin Ingram laser prism for the Ravens. And that goes to Jeffrey. Congrats on that. All right. And like I said, I'll ship all the base out as well, since this is a team break. But that does conclude our 2020 Panini Prism Football Random Team 1 Blaster Box Break number 3. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we certainly appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. And thanks for everybody that joined us in the feed tonight. Looks like we've got a pretty good sized crowd, which is always great. Great to see everybody in the chat. And we'll be back here in about 5 minutes with our 2018 Prime NASCAR Random Driver Break. Thanks again, everybody. Yeah, that Claypool, that was pretty nice silver to hit. Outside of the, the big 3 or 4, I thought that was really nice. Great hit for the Steeler spot. Give me just a minute to update our prime list, and we will get started with that. I think somebody had bought a couple extra spots, so I just want to make sure that we've got them down before we open our NASCAR box, even though they brand it as racing, but it's really, although there's probably like some John Force stuff in there, but for the most part it's it's mostly NASCAR. It's branded as racing, but then has the NASCAR licensing on it. I know they did that in National Treasures one year, but I don't recall them doing it in that, where they had John Force and his daughters, and then I think they had Mario Andretti maybe with some signatures, if I'm not mistaken. just get the random set up and we will get started. I'd kind of like to do a little more racing. For me, the big issue is, and maybe this is just an issue that's in my head, you all can be the judge and tell me. I tend to shy away from it because, you know, if you do a random driver break, well, their checklists are pretty shallow. They're, you know, 60 to 80 deep for the most part. It's not like a baseball product or a football product or a basketball product where there's 300 players in the checklist. So it keeps the per spot cost down to a pretty what I would deem to be a reasonable amount. Well, with racing, you don't have that latitude because it's a real shallow checklist, so the spot price is higher. Now, of course, that being said, your odds of hitting are better as well because there's not as many, you know, drivers in the break. But that's kind of the thing in my mind that keeps me from doing it. I like the products for the most part. The last couple of years, Panini's made really good strides on what they're putting together for a racing perspective. Well, alrighty, enough of me babbling on. Let's get started with our 2018 Panini Prime Racing Random Driver One Box Break number 2. Just like with all of our random breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical driver list. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Jaso Varney 5 in the top spot and WJW in the bottom spot. And that did not work. There we go. My old Control-C, Control-V trick was failing me for some reason. Sometimes that happens. Alrighty, so I'm going to cut and paste this list over to the right and sort it by everybody's eBay IDs. That way everybody knows which drivers they have before we open our box. MRA, I'm sorry, I just saw your comment. Oh, sorry, I wasn't watching the chat. Are you talking about the Mosaic basketball break? Is that what you're asking about? I saw that went through. I haven't updated the list yet, but I saw it went through a few minutes ago, right as I was getting the blaster break prepped. Let me check on my phone real quick. I'll make sure it went, but I saw something from you come through. Yeah, it went through. I've got it. Got you down. Sometimes there's a lag. The website notification is usually pretty quick, but what gets me mixed up sometimes is the PayPal notification lags a little bit. But no, I've got you down, MRA. It did go through. Sorry about that. I didn't see your comment. Sometimes when I'm opening packs, I incidentally miss a comment or two. Well, I saw that you had an abandoned cart earlier today, which sometimes that happens. I thought, well, maybe he's just going to wait to see what he's got going on this evening. Yeah, you did. I doubled you up. I had a few spots left. So this is an eBay break. And of course, I put it in my email that I sent out this morning. And I had quite a few spots left. So everybody that basically bought spots in this and helped support this break, I gave a few extra spots too because I had them. So that's why, yeah, you got more than 3 in this. I think you've got 6. So hey, maybe you hit something. Hey, you got Kyle Busch. That'd be awful nice. I think so. We happen to love him. He is a Judd family favorite. We used to live by the track in Texas, literally like 5 minutes from the track, and we would go on Saturdays and watch the Busch races. And he would always, this was 10 years ago, when he always ran the Busch. He would run the truck in the Busch races when they were in the same location as the Cup races. And we would go and we'd get, we could get $25 tickets to the Busch race, and my daughter and I would go and he would. He'd lap the entire field in 50 laps. It was fantastic and win, and half the people would be booing and half the people would be cheering. I don't think let me see if Jeff Burton's on this list. No, he is not. He's been in their products this year, though. This is an 18 product, which is probably why he isn't. But I know that like him and his son both have been on autograph checklists the last couple of years. Well, alrighty, let's see what we get. Good luck, everybody. There's our pack. It is a huge, good gracious, look at that. That's almost something, it's thick like a box pack that would be in National Treasures or Noir or something like that, or Immaculate. Alright, so you see we've got a little bit of a fat one right there. I feel like we got more than 7 cards, which is advertised, but I'm sure that they didn't get a ton of orders for this. So let me get out my big sleeves. Since these are thick cards. All right, and our first card is Eric Amarola, and that's serial numbered 1 of 50. And then our next card, oh, how about that? A little junior triple sheet metal. So we've got a sparkly silver piece, a yellow piece, which looks like it might have come off the Mountain Dew logo, and then an orange piece. So triple sheet metal, and that is serial numbered 1 of 50. How about that? Nice hit for the Earnhardt Jr. spot. And then our next card, oh, here's the big one. How about this? Blake Coach, 1/1 shoe card. And if I'm not mistaken, that S is for the Simpson logo. And Simpson's a fairly large racing safety manufacturer. How about that? You know what's funny, MRA? Years ago, Upper Deck, and this was like in 96 and 97, when they first started doing NASCAR. Well, not when they first started, but probably 2 or 3 years into their licensing agreement, they put redemptions in for helmets and stuff like that, a couple of them in some of their products. Now that's pretty darn nice right there. Nice 1/1. The big shoe logo. How about that? And it is guaranteed to be race used. As you can see there, the enclosed race used material is guaranteed by Panini America. Nuts. And then our next card, oh, how about this? Little Kyle Busch sheet metal. I'm trying to figure out where that logo is from. Huh. It looks like it's from one of the small associate sponsor stickers that are on the front left quarter panel, or the front left fender and quarter panel of the car. If I had to guess where it came from. Pretty nice, though. I'm telling you, we might open some more of this. Might have to pub it a little bit to get it sold out, but I don't know, I kind of like it. Then our next card is a signature tire, Jamie McMurray on-card signature with a tire swatch. And you can tell by the fibers, a pretty thin one at that. And that's serial number 21/99. Well, sometimes they're wrecked and sometimes they're not. And again, they have kind of agreements with the race team where they can get, you know, a fire suit and sheet metal and stuff. Now I know that they've sourced it in the past from basically the discarded sheet metal from cars that have been wrecked when they take when basically, as they refer to it, they deskin the car. They take all the sheet metal off. But in the realm of NASCAR collectibles, you know, getting sheet metal like that is not impossible. There are a lot of NASCAR collectors out there that just have tons of sheet metal. So it's kind of a thing, actually, from a collectible standpoint. But yeah, you take the sheet metal off, and of course Panini acquires it directly from the teams. Our next card, whoa, how about this? Little Martin Truex fire suit autograph, and that's serial number 96/99. Martin Truex, NASCAR champion. Very nice. Show that a little bit more. That is a nice card. Then our next card is Matt Kenseth Prime Signatures, serial number 8/99. And again on card signature. And then our next card is a Corey LaJoie race used dual fire suit card, serial number 21/25. Yeah, I feel like that in this pack we've hit our fair share of good names. You know, Junior, Truex, Kenseth. You know, of course, there's going to be some lesser names in any box like this, but I have to say overall, I'm pretty pleased with the quality. I know that our 1 of 1 is kind of a lesser driver, but still, it's a big shoe logo. How often do you see that? Not very often. So I feel like this is a pretty nice box. I'd be hard pressed to complain about it. It kind of makes me want to order another one and do this again in a month or so. And then our last card is a Eric Jones clear silhouette, and that's a dual, feels like sheet metal and tire card, and that is serial numbered 38 of 50. And this has kind of got that acetate substrate like in Immaculate, but it is very nice. 2 big jumbo swatches of sheet metal and tire. Nice card though, and thick as the dickens and dense. It just feels heavy. Those acetate layers on the front and the back have a lot of weight to them. So this, it has a different feel to it when you hold it in your hand. A nice card though. Well, alrighty, now that we have went through all the cards, and this was supposed to be a 7-card box, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we actually got 9 cards, 1 base, and then the rest are all relics and autographs. So again, hard pressed to complain about that one. Let's pull up our list here, and we will see who got which cards. Not that list, this list. All right, first we'll go through with our Eric Amarola base card, serial numbered 1 of 50, and that goes to Jaso Lavarne 5. Congrats on that. Then we'll go through our relic cards. Our Kyle Busch race used sheet metal, which by the way is 3 color, looks pretty snazzy. And hey, look at that. MRA, that's you. That goes to Mr. Sports Cards 19, or Mr. Sports Cards 85. Nice little hit there. Congrats on that. And then our Corey LaJoie dual fire suit card, serial number to 25. And that goes to Kreikel 0. Congrats on that. And then our Eric Jones clear silhouette dual sheet metal and tire jumbo swatch card, serial number to 50. And look at that. MRA, you've doubled up. How fantastic is that? You got that one too. Congrats on that. And then our Dale Jr. race used triple sheet metal swatch card, serial numbered 1 of 50. And that goes to 05 Road King. Congrats on that. So now we'll go through our autographs. Our Jamie McMurray signature tire card, serial number to 99. And that goes to Abby. Congrats on that. And then next is our Matt Kenseth Prime Signatures card, serial number to 99. And that also goes to Abby. Congrats on the double up there. And then next, our Martin Truex autographed fire suit card, serial number to 99. Hey, look at that. That glows to Melissa. Congrats on that. Very nice. Little Winston Cup, or I shouldn't say Winston Cup, Cup Champion autograph fire suit card. Excellent. And then last but certainly not least, our Blake Koch jumbo suit shoe patch, serial numbered 1 of 1 with the Simpson logo on it. And nicely centered too, by the way. And that goes to Kneebon 35. Congrats on that. Another look at our big Simpsons patch there, our 1 of 1 shoe card. Not too bad. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2018 Panini Prime Racing Random Driver 1-box break number 2. Thanks to all of you that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thank you for your patience on this one. I know this one's been lingering out there a little while, so I'm glad that you all gave us the opportunity to get this one filled. And thanks for everybody that joined us live in the feed this evening. We'll be back here in just a couple of moments with our Mosaic Basketball Mega Box Break. Thanks again, everybody. Good gracious, I'm behind. I didn't realize I was this far off schedule. Okay, give me a few minutes to get our list updated. I know some of you have been ordering some spots in this one, so let me get this all up to date and we'll get started. Again, I apologize for the delay for those of you that have tuned in for the Mosaic Basketball Mega Break. We'll get started with that as soon as possible. I know everybody's not the huge, not necessarily a big NASCAR fan. I have to say, though, I tend to like their products just because of the variety from a patch perspective and memorabilia perspective, obviously with the sheet metal and the fire suits and stuff like that. It's a nice change of pace from the stick and ball sports. Well, I think that's kind of a temporary thing, Matt. I think I would expect them to be closer to 3, and I dare say within maybe a month. I mean, tonight's the first night of preseason games, and basketball kind of cooled off there for a month or two once the season was over, and things had escalated so much from a product pricing perspective during the season, and things kind of calmed down a little bit, and I expect things to kind of hasten back up and kind of get a little frenzied like it was. So, I mean, it's great now, obviously, without question, but I don't expect the pricing levels to stay like this very long. I think even in the preseason, you know how people are about hype. I mean, good gracious, there were video clips of Bol all over Twitter the other day because he was lighting guys up in practice, and it's practice. I don't know. I think because they couldn't do the photo shoot, I'm not sure when. Like, Flawless is supposed to be out probably within the next month, or probably next 2 or 3 weeks. They're still putting out like Hoops Premium stock from last season, so I haven't even seen a date on any 2021 product yet. I'm guessing it might not be till January. So basically the only thing we're going to have for the new players is basically Prism Draft and Prism Contenders, and probably for the next, I don't know, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, just a guess. But that, the without being able to do the photo shoot, that really kind of threw off their timing as far as what they need to do from a photography perspective and from an autograph perspective and things like that. All right, let's see how many we've got left in. Looks like we've got 20 left in Mosaic. Looks like we've got 20 left. Anybody want those before we get started? Yeah, I don't think that the 2021 stuff will be quite as crazy. I just think though that the kind of the floor's been set to where I think things are going to come out so much higher right from the date that a product's released, and I think it might end up being a little stagnant because I don't think it's going to rocket up. I think Prism's going to be $1,000 out of the gate, whereas last year it was like $300 for hobby, and I remember being offended paying $100 a box for retail, whereas now obviously I would give my left kidney to buy a case of retail at $100. So I think that's going to be the difference between 1920 product and 2021, is now that people's expectations are so high. I think that the pricing is going to start off super high, but I don't think it really has much room for growth. And again, I could be totally wrong on that. That's just my kind of my educated guess. I mean, it'll be a little difficult if that's what you're into and that's what you're wanting. You know, it's going to be a little difficult. And again, I'll be honest, my strategy is going to be the same as it was this year. Probably not going to do a lot of hobby basketball stuff. We'll be looking towards the retail SKUs, basically like what I'm doing tonight. Blasters and hangers and megas and stuff like that, because we get more value from those on. I feel like we do. Well, and you could totally be right. Yeah, if he comes out and he starts throwing down triple, you know, he puts down a triple double or two in the first month of the season, you're exactly right. Then at that point, all bets are off. Then things may get real crazy. I certainly don't disagree with that. I feel like things are going to come out so high that they're not going to have room to inch up when someone gets hot. Whereas even Prism in 1920, you know, it's where it's at now, but it started off relatively low compared to where it's at right now. So it had room to kind of climb and to appreciate. All right. Thanks, Brian, for picking those up. Let me get your football spots down too in the list. Again, I apologize for the delay. All right, looks like the Mega sold out. Awesome. Let me get our random ready and we'll get rolling. Yeah, this is the first Mega that I've opened of Mosaic, but I'm looking forward to it. We've been doing a lot of hangers. Got into kind of a groove of doing hanger breaks on those. So how do you all like the breaking on Friday versus Saturday? Do you all have any preference on that? I rarely break on Friday. I've just got some family stuff going on tomorrow that obviously I didn't want to miss, and I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and just run them on Friday instead, because it's one of those situations where it's not, you know, I'm not going to skip breaking, but I don't want to miss out on family stuff either. And I do that from time to time. Not a lot, but every now and then I'll have something going on to where I'll need to do it on Friday instead. Well, alrighty. Let's get started with our 2019-2020 Mosaic Basketball Random Player 1 Megabox break number 1. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Good luck, everybody. Once. twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. We've got Jeremy in the top spot. And then David in the bottom spot. Well, I certainly understand that, Matt. I like to jokingly tell people I've been on house arrest since March. So that is not the funnest thing in the world. So I'm going to, whoa. Let me do something real quick. Always cut and paste our original list off to the right in case we have to do a random or something, because I use that original list, but it got a little too close to our randomized list. So I just wanted to separate it by a couple columns. All right. Sort everybody's names. There we go. All right. I just figured I'd bring it up. I'm always curious about that kind of stuff. Some people like to rather on Saturday, some people like it on Friday. I think to some though, kind of like to your point, Matt, you know, if we're kind of locked down, things kind of blend together, and you know, they're both weekend nights, so to speak. And I know some people like to watch them live. Some people watch the video after the fact and don't, you know, aren't as concerned with seeing it live, which I get to, you know. That's the great thing about breaking. People approach it in so many different ways, and none of them are wrong. You know, it's kind of whatever you want it to be. And between the variety of products and variety of breakers out there, you can, you know, with a little hunting around, you can find a combination of breaker and product that kind of work for what you're looking for. Yeah, certainly, Kenneth. I mean, we want it to be a fun, you know, kind of an entertaining thing. It kind of reminds me of years ago when, you know, you're at the card shop and you're watching somebody open a box of cards. Except in this instance, I'm opening a box of cards, but I send them to you all. But you know what I mean, where, you know, we've been in those situations where you're at a shop or maybe even at a show and your buddy's got a box of something that's new, and, you know, we all kind of watch somebody open. You know, I've watched literally thousands of boxes being opened in card shops. That's kind of how I grew up in the hobby. But this is just the modern day version with the advantages of technology. Good gracious, I can't believe I forgot to switch the screen. Sorry about that. Let me scroll back up. Sorry about that. Got to talking too much. My apologies. Can you all see my screen now? Sorry about that, you all. Well, and that's the thing about it too, Kenneth. You know, I think it is fun to see what he does. You know, when he does his 100 case breaks and things like that. I think that's fantastic. You know, but again, not everybody has the wherewithal to buy into something like that, and I get that, you know. And honestly, that's kind of the reasoning behind me doing what I do the way I do it. And again, I'm not hating on him at all. I love him. He's awesome. I've got nothing but great things to say about him and what he does. It's just that, you know, not everybody has the means to participate in those. And I feel like there should be options for people that maybe don't want to spend that much to participate in a break. So that's where people like me come in. Or maybe just me, I don't know. I don't know a lot of people that do random player stuff. It's a little tedious, so that tends to drive people away. Well, now that's a whole different matter. I separate the two. But I understand what you're saying. Although I know that obviously they have a business relationship, which frankly is none of my business or concern, but I tend to, in my mind, separate the two. Good gracious. So we haven't even opened the Mosaic basketball box yet, and we're scheduled to start the hanger break in a minute. Oh well. This might be the worst off schedule I have ever been. I think I got banned in 2010. I used to write a blog years ago, and it got me in a little bit of trouble. And I wrote something, and I used to post a link to it on the forums. And I posted something that was critical of a UFC product. And this was big when like Bones Jones was getting big, and they were actually buying sponsorship on his shorts and banner. It was before he blew up and became a megastar in UFC. And I said something critical about an upcoming Topps UFC product, and I assume that's why I got banned, because right after I posted the link to that, I was blocked, and I never really wanted to go back. I honestly, and I have nothing against the forums. There's a lot of great information there. There's a lot of smart, good people that are on those forums. But there's a little bit of negativity, and I'm not all sunshine and rainbows by any means, but I feel like there should be an appropriate balance between the two. And for me personally, I tend to shy away from that kind of environment. I don't know. I tend not to have the patience for it that I did when I was younger. Again, I'm not rainbows and butterflies. I realize there's good and bad in everything, and even in cards, obviously. But I don't know. Just not my scene. Not my scene. Oh, did you get LeBron, Kenneth? Oh, how about that? Very nice. That would be an awesome pull. Alrighty, now that we have been through our list, let's open our box and see what we get. Good luck, everybody. Oh, one in there. So these are much bigger. These are 8-card packs, whereas the Megas in football are 4-card packs. There's some pretty substantial pack for a retail pack. All right. Good luck, everybody. I'll set these down like this and go through them this way. Dwight Powell. Joe Harris, Nikola Jokic. Well, it's not the silver, Kenneth, but I hope that the blue will be good enough. How about that? How about that? Not quite up to your request, Kenneth, but I hope it is close enough for the reactive blue prism LeBron. Very nice. I think we all kind of needed that. Excellent. And then next up we have a mosaic Will to Win Pascal Siakam. And then after that, wow, Zion rookie. I'd say I feel like we're doing pretty good in this first pack. Not too shabby there. Then our next card is a NBA debut Darius Garland rookie. And then our last card is a Bruno Fernando rookie. Got a little bit of just some card shavings on there. Well, it is a little hit and miss, Matt. It is a little, although I have to say that's quite the start. And if I had to predict what we were going to hit tonight in the first pack, I don't think my imagination would have went that broadly. So it's pretty darn nice. On to pack number 2. Card 1, Joe Ingles. Jarrett Allen. Goran Dragic. And then our reactive blue prism, Magic Johnson. Well, that sounds like a heck of a blaster. I've kind of stayed away from the blasters in basketball. Not that I have anything against them. I just, It just seemed, we did the hangers a lot because I felt like you got more from a parallel perspective. Although I have to say I like the amount of rookie cards that you get in each pack in the Mega. I think it's a safe bet that we might end up doing another one or two of these before the prices get out of control. Terrence Ross Jam Masters. And then our next card is P.J. Washington Jr. Rookie. Then we have a Charles Barkley Hall of Fame subset. And then, last card, Rui Hachimura Rookie. Next pack. Patrick Beverly. Devin Booker. Malcolm Brogdon. Then our reactive blue prism is Al Horford. And then we have a Got Game insert of Kyrie Irving. Patrick Ewing. Oh, and then we have a Kobe White rookie. And then Steph Curry. Next pack. Kawhi. DeMar DeRozan. Jamal Murray. Nemanja Bjelica. I think I pronounced that right. In the beautiful retro Kings uniform from back when they were the Kansas City Kings. And then a Will to Win LeBron. Now how about this? Another Zion. This time it's the NBA debut version. I feel like maybe I should go buy some Powerball tickets right after this break. Then we've got a KZ Okpala rookie. And then Steph, the USA basketball version this time. Next pack. Rodney Hood. Norman Powell. Buddy Hield. And then our reactive blue is Willie Cauley-Stein. And then we've got a Mosaic Give and Go De'Aaron Fox. I like how all the Kings in this set seemingly are in the retro Kings jersey. I love that. And then next card is Taco Fall Ricky. We have Allen Iverson. And then Jalen Nowell, Ricky, or Noel. Oh, gotta get a new bag of sleeves. Gotta get a new bag of sleeves rolling. All right, next pack. Murray. Jabari Parker. Chris Paul. Well, here's a nice one too. Look, a little reactive blue NBA debut R.J. Barrett rookie. That blue happens to match the Knicks colors awful nice too. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And then our next card, a Jake Layman Silver. Then we've got a Sekou rookie. Then we have a DeAndre Hunter NBA debut rookie. And then we have a Dylan Windler rookie. All right. Next pack. Andre Drummond. Good gracious, you're not going to believe the reactive blue in this pack. Josh Hart. James Harden. How about a little jaw? Reactive blue. Not too shabby. Nice hit for the jaw spot. That is nuts. And then, well, we need some more LeBron. So can't there's another LeBron insert. little give and go. Then our next card is an NBA debut Ty Jerome rookie. And whoever has the Ty Jerome spot will also get the Ty Jerome base rookie. And then last card, Dominique. All right. Pack number 8. Got another Rui Hachimura rookie on the back there. Devontae Graham. Elfrid Payton. Nikolai Jokic. Then our reactive blue is Dylan Brooks for the Grizzlies. And then our next card is our mosaic, Jalen Noel. Shaq. Nicholas Claxton rookie. And then the NBA version of the Rui rookie to go with the base that we pulled earlier. Alrighty, pack number 9. Dame. Clint Capella. And then our reactive blue is Dennis Schroeder. Then we have an old school T-Mac insert. Then we have a LeBron MVP. Yeah, it's nuts. Then we have a Brandon Clark rookie. And then a Nico Melli NBA debut rookie. All right. Pack number 10 out of what has been so far, I consider, a fairly spectacular mega box. Marvin Bagley III. Markieff Morris. Willie Cauley-Stein. And then our reactive blue is Miles Turner. Stephon Marbury, old school. Nikhil Alexander Walker, rookie. Karl Malone, Team USA. And then our last card in the box is a Kevin Porter Jr. rookie card. And the beautiful mid-90s Cavaliers retro jersey. All right. My goodness. That was quite a box. That was quite a box. So, let's go through our list and see who got which cards. Now, we already know that Kenneth got 872 LeBron James cards from the box, which is really good. But let's see where all of our other cards go. We'll do our inserts first, just because. Our Steph Marbury Old School goes to Jeremy. Congrats on that, Jeremy. And then our Tracy McGrady Old School goes to Chris. Congrats on that, Chris. And of course, our aforementioned LeBron James cards all go to Kenneth. There are 3, including the reactive blue. Congrats on that. That was a nice little haul there. And then our De'Aaron Fox Give and Go Mosaic insert goes to Lawrence. Congrats on that. And then our Kyrie Irving Got Game insert goes to Matt. Congrats on that, Matt. And then our Terrence Ross Jam Masters also goes to Matt. Doubling up. And then our Will to Win Pascal Siakam Mosaic insert goes to Brian. Congrats on that, Brian. So next we will go through our, let's go through our parallels. So our Mosaic Jalen Noel Mosaic rookie, and I believe he also had a base rookie in here too. Both of those go to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then our Jake Layman Silver goes to Fred as well, doubling up. Congrats on that. So now we'll go through our reactive blue prisms. First is our Miles Turner, and that goes to Matt with the triple. Congrats on that. And then Dennis Schroeder, and that also goes to Matt. Building a nice stack here. And then the Dylan Brooks, and that goes to Anthony. Congrats on that, Anthony. And then the Willie Cauley-Stein goes to Matt. Congrats on that. And then our Nemanja Bjelic and that goes to Keith. Congrats on that, Keith. Then our Al Horford goes to Joseph. Congrats on that, Joseph. Then our Magic Johnson goes to Chris, doubling up. Congrats on that, Chris. And then our RJ Barrett NBA debut reactive blue goes to Rob. Congrats on that, Rob. And then our Ja Morant reactive blue rookie goes to Keith. Congrats on that, Keith. Doubling up, very nice. So now we'll go through all of our rookies. our Kevin Porter Jr. Goes to Kenneth. Congrats on that. Go nicely with your LeBron cards. And then our Nikhil Alexander Walker goes to Keith. Congrats on that, Keith. And then our Nicolo Melli goes to Rob. Doubling up. Congrats on that, Rob. And then our Brandon Clark goes to Kenneth. Congrats on that. And then our Rui Hachimura base rookie and also NBA debut rookies. And those both go to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then our Nicholas Claxton rookie goes to Brian. Congrats on that, Brian. And then our Ty Jerome base rookie and also NBA debut rookies both go to Ethan. Congrats on that, Ethan. Then our Dylan Windler rookie goes to Kenneth. Congrats on that, Kenneth. Then our DeAndre Hunter NBA debut rookie goes to Brian. Congrats on that. And then our Sekou rookie goes to Brian. Congrats. Then our Taco Fall rookie also goes to Brian. 3 in a row. Very nice. And then our KZ Okapala rookie goes to Dwayne. Congrats on that, Dwayne. And then our Kobe White rookie goes to David. Congrats on that, David. And then our PJ Washington rookie goes to Keith. Congrats on that, Keith. Then our Bruno Fernando rookie goes to Brian. Congrats on that. And then our Darius Garland NBA debut rookie goes to Matt. Congrats on that, Matt. And then last but certainly not least, our Zion base rookie and also NBA debut rookies. And those both go to David. Congratulations on those. Well, alrighty. That was nuts. That was just flat out nuts. But that does conclude our 2019-2020 Mosaic Basketball Random Player 1 Mega Box Break number 1. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we certainly appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everybody that joined us in the live feed for the break this evening. And we'll be back here in a few minutes with our 2020 Prism Football 2 Hanger Random Player Break. I think we've still got some spots in that, so give me time to get that list straightened out. But we'll be back with that as soon as possible. Thanks again, everybody. Well, hopefully you will, Kenneth. Hopefully you will. Let's see how many spots we've got left in the football. For those of you that have jumped on the feed for the Topps Chrome Black break, I do apologize. We are a little behind schedule this evening. We're just now getting started with our Prism Hanger Box break, so it will probably be another 25 minutes to 30 minutes before we do get started with the Chrome Black Random Team Break. So I apologize for the delay. We get our list updated and see what exactly is left in our football. Make sure I've got everything down correctly. Okay, let's see. Looks like we've got 50 left in the hanger. Let me make sure that's right. Yep, 50 left in the hanger. All right, looks like we've got 50 left in the hanger. I'm going to leave it open for just another couple of minutes in case anybody wants to get spots, and then we will go ahead and close that out and get that ready for our random. So if anybody wants any of those, you need to go in and get them now. Otherwise, we'll get started. I don't want to hold off too long just because we're already way behind schedule. You better run to the ticket line, Kenneth. Might want to put $20 down on some Powerball tickets. I don't know. Seems at this point that seems like a worthwhile investment. Alrighty, just setting up our random for our Prism hanger boxes. Jim, thank you for closing that out for us. All right, without further delay, let's get started with our 2020 Panini Prism Football Random Player 2 Hanger Box Break number 1. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that list up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Tom in the top spot, and we've got Alexander in the bottom spot. So I'll just cut and paste the list over to the right, sort it by everybody's names, and then we'll scroll through the list before we tear into our boxes and see what we get. Alrighty, now that we have went through our list, let's open our boxes and see what we get. There's our first box. There's our second box. All right. Good luck, everybody. Trey Flowers. Shaquille Barrett. Raheem Mostert. Trey Boston. I'm just going to kind of go through this vet portion fairly quick. Josh Norman. Juju. Stephon Gilmore. Laramie Tunsil. Marvin Jones Jr. Oh, looks like we've got a green prism in this one as well. Jalen Smith. Drew Lock. Zach Ertz. And we have a green prism of Julian Edelman. Novella, I apologize. I thought I did. I admit that sometimes when I'm going through the list or in between, I'll have a couple of almonds. I apologize for that, though. I really thought I had my microphone on mute. Although I had someone tell me the other day that when I think I mute it, sometimes I don't. But my apologies. I certainly intended for it to be muted. Our first red ice prism is Andre Johnson. Eddie Jackson. Devontae Adams, red ice. And then our last red ice is a Zach Bond rookie. Then our next card is a Bobby Wagner Unstoppable insert. And then our last card is Michael Pittman Jr. rookie. All right, next box. Sherm. Taysom Hill. Keolani Tavai, Jason Pierre-Paul, David Bush, Willie McGintis, Geno Atkins, Bruce Smith, James Conner, Philip Lindsay, Dallas Goedert, Damian Williams, and then we have a Cam Akers rookie variation. I think these are these are exclusive to the hanger boxes, and I believe they're every other hanger box. Whereas obviously his picture's in sepia tone and not color. Very nice. He had quite a game last night. Nice card for the Akers spot. And then our next card is a Big Ben Silver. And then our first red ice prism is Mecole Hardman Jr. Next is Keith Brooking. And then our next red ice is a Albert Okwuegbunam rookie, or as I refer to him as Albert from the Zoo. And then our next card is a Michael Thomas fireworks insert. And then our last card is a Ross Blacklock rookie. And then our Kid Reporter card. Well, alrighty. Let's take a look at our list and see who got which cards. All right, let's go through our inserts first. Our Bobby Wagner Unstoppable insert. That goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. Next up is our Michael Thomas Fireworks. And that goes to Alexander. Congrats on that. Next, we'll go through our rookies. Our Ross Blacklock rookie goes to Brian. Congrats on that. And then our Michael Pittman Jr. rookie also goes to Brian. Congrats on that. And then our Cam Akers rookie variation, and that goes to Alexander. Congrats on that. And next we will go through our red ice prisms. First is our Albert from the Zoo, and that goes to Melissa. Congrats on that. Then our Keith Brookings, and that goes to Brian with the triple. Congrats. The next is Mecole Hardman Jr., and that also goes to Brian. And then our Zach Bond rookie, and that goes to Lawrence. Congrats on that. And then our Devontae Adams, and that also goes to Brian. Congrats on that. Building a stack. And then Eddie Jackson goes to Brian. Congrats again. And then our last red ice prism is Andre Johnson, And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that. And then we've got a green prism Julian Edelman. And that goes to Fred. Congrats again. And then last but certainly not least, our Ben Roethlisberger silver. And that goes to Fred. Congrats on that. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2020 Panini Prism Football Random Player. Sorry about that, had the mic muted. Well, alrighty, that concludes our 2020 Panini Prism Football Random Player 2 Hanger Box Break number 1. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everybody that joined us on the live feed for the break this evening. And we'll be back here in just a couple minutes with our 2020 Topps Chrome Black Baseball Random Team 1 Box Break number 1. Thanks again, everybody. So I've got it on mute now. I'm wondering if y'all can hear me or not, because I can't hear myself in my earbuds, so I feel like I'm on mute. Alrighty, let me get our random set for Topps Chrome Black. I apologize about the almonds earlier. So could you hear it when I said I thought I was on mute, Brian? Well, goodness, that's not good. Sometimes I need to eat a handful of almonds while I'm breaking, and obviously I don't want you all to have to hear me crunch. That's kind of rude and slightly embarrassing, but yet a fact of life. So can you hear me now? Because I can't hear myself. I've got earbuds in my ears hooked up to my mic, and it definitely sounds different to me. So when I press the mute button, it sounds different in my ears. Well, goodness, that's terrible. I've only had this microphone like a year. I got it for myself on Black Friday last year as my Christmas gift to myself. It's one of those nice Yeti mics too. That is terrible. Because when I mute it, like when I use it for Zoom calls at work, it does mute me. Like it will. I can reach over and hit the button and it will mute, and no one can hear me. Because then they start screaming at me, "Hey, we can't hear you." But for whatever reason with this, it does not work. I wonder if it's something in my YouTube settings. I may have to look at it or something. But I know the button itself, the physical button on the microphone, works for that, because I'm constantly getting that mixed up at work. So I'll go on some rant about something, and then everybody's like, "We can't hear what you're saying." No, it didn't upset me at all, Noville. I appreciate you letting me know. I mean, obviously I'm a little embarrassed, which I think anybody would be, just because that is somewhat unprofessional to be munching right into the microphone. Like I would be a little miffed if somebody did that to me. I'm glad you told me. I mean, it's embarrassing, but I'm not upset about you letting me know. I'm glad you did. Obviously, I've got a microphone issue that I'm going to have to look into. Because again, I'm not going to lie. I've been on, let's see, it's almost 9. I started the feed at 6:30. So yeah, if I'm on for 2 or 3 hours, odds are, and I like to do it usually when I'm scrolling through the list, honestly, is I'll mute the mic. I'll have a handful or two of almonds, you know, just because. Keep my energy level up. I got up at 5 this morning, started work at 7, so a little bit of a long, and I'm not complaining or anything, I'm just, explaining my rationale. But yeah, I wouldn't want to do that to anybody. So I will definitely get to the bottom of that nonsense and get my mic muting thing under control. Well, alrighty. Now that I have blathered on about almonds and faulty microphones, let's get started with our 2020 Topps Chrome Black Baseball Random Team One Box Break number 1. Just like with all of our random breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical team list. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and 5. And Melissa's in the top spot, and Melissa's in the bottom spot. And the cut and paste. There we go. So I'll just cut this over, cut and paste this over to the right, sort by everybody's names, so everybody knows which teams they have before we open our box. Alrighty, so Adam has the Mets, Anthony has the Rays, Bobby has the Brewers and the Padres, Brian has the Braves, my favorite team, Chris has the Pirates, Clifford has the Dodgers, Daniel has the Red Sox, Dwayne has the Cardinals and the Mariners, Eddie's got the A's and the Royals, Edward has the Nationals, Greg has the Marlins, Jeff has the Rangers, Joseph has the Indians, Keith has the Twins and the White Sox. Pardon me. Lawrence has the Diamondbacks and the Rockies. Milani has the Blue Jays and the Cubs. Melissa has the Angels, the Tigers, and the Yankees. Roger has the Giants and the Reds. Ryan has the Astros, and Tom has the Orioles and the Phillies. All right. Let's tear into our box and see what we get. Good luck, everybody. Okay, we'll go through our pack first. Our autograph is in a one-touch under there. There is our 3-card pack. Should have 2 base cards and 1 serial numbered refractor. Wow, these look pretty nice. So our first card is Keston Hiura for the Brewers. I'm going to tilt it just so I can get his name to show up there with the light. It's a little difficult. Nice looking card in hand though. This is the first Topps, or the Chrome Black, that I've actually opened. Then our next card is Rhys Hoskins for the Phillies. And then our last card is a Nick Solak refractor. I should say rookie refractor. And that is serial numbered 192 of 199. And our autograph is Larry Walker for the Rockies. No serial number. Although I don't recall seeing a lot of Larry Walker in the cases I've seen opened. And honestly, he's not a huge signer. Nice, great hit for the Rocky spot. So let's go back through our list and see who got which cards. So our Rice Hoskins base for the Phillies goes to Tom. Congrats on that, Tom. And then our Keston Hiura for the Brewers goes to Bobby. Congrats on that, Bobby. And then our Nick Solak rookie refractor for the Rangers goes to Jeff. Congrats on that, Jeff. And then our Larry Walker autograph for the Rockies, and that goes to Lawrence. Congrats on that, Lawrence. Not too bad. We'll take another peek at that. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2020 Topps Chrome Black Baseball Random Team 1-box break number 1. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you supporting our breaks. Again, I apologize for the schedule delay this evening and this starting so far after the scheduled time. So my apologies there. I normally like to keep a little tighter schedule than that, but things kind of went off the rails a little bit this evening. But I appreciate your patience with that. And yeah, that concludes our breaks this evening. Thanks to everybody that was with us in the chat. I had a great time. I hope you all did too. And we won't be breaking next Wednesday. I know I've been breaking the last few Wednesdays, but we won't be breaking again until next Saturday. So I'll probably be sending an email out Friday morning like I usually do. But we'll look forward to seeing you all next Saturday. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of your weekend and week ahead. And yeah, we'll see you all later. Thanks again, everybody. Well, alrighty. I thought that was really good boxes. The Prism football's a little soft. Could have been a little bit more. I thought the Prime NASCAR box was awesome. The Mega Basketball box definitely had some really nice stuff in it. The Chrome Black, I think, is kind of a hit or miss product. But again, it's something a little different and a nice little random team break that is somewhat affordable. It's not $20 or $30 a team, so I feel like I'd try it. You know, and a lot of the stuff I post like that, I just throw things out there to see if people like it. So I kind of gauge by how y'all buy spots. Yeah, that would have been terrible. Novella Red, if you know, and luckily I don't F-bomb a lot. I think that would have been embarrassing if I would have like cussed up a blue streak. But that's just, I don't know. I mean, I can drop F-bombs with the best of them. I just don't do it while I break. So, yeah, I guess that is the bright side in all this, is if that's the worst thing I did when I thought I was muted, while rude, I you know, not the best thing to do. It could have been a heck of a lot worse. So, you know, you could have heard me singing or something. I feel like that would have been more damaging to your ears than hearing me crunch almonds. And, you know, nobody needs to hear that really. That's not fit for public consumption. So, yeah, it could have been worse. But that's so strange, though. It works. It works with my computer in certain instances, but for whatever reason, when I'm on YouTube, it does not work. And I made extra sure that I was pressing the button solidly, and when I do it, and I just now clicked it, I can't hear it in my ears, and my little light is flashing as though it's supposed to be on mute. But then I re-click it again, and then all of a sudden I have audio, but you all can hear me the whole time. So I'll work on that. Because honestly, while I go through the list, I get a drink of water, I munch on some, you know, stuff like that. Y'all don't want me chugging water while I'm opening packs. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's the most positive thing. But I could be wrong. But I thought overall tonight's batch was pretty good. You know, I think the Prism football stuff we do in the future will have a little bit different configuration. Yeah, a little bit different with those. Just seeing, that was the first time I'd opened any of the hanger boxes. I'd seen some of them opened online, but I had not seen the hangers. Of course, we've opened a few blasters. We do random teams with those, just because it seems like people like them for the most part. But yeah, no, I thought it was a great batch, and it was kind of weird for me opening on Friday. A lot of fun though. Nice way to cap off the week. We might do it on Friday in the future. I don't know. We'll see how things go. I don't think anything's necessarily chiseled in stone. But I appreciate everybody turning out and everybody joining us live. And obviously I've got some technical issues here. I'll have to engage my technical director, my IT person, which is my daughter actually. She set all this up for me. So I will get her on the case, and I'm sure she'll figure it out in about 12 seconds why the mute button isn't working. It's probably some radio button that I clicked on that I wasn't supposed to. If I had to guess, I would wager any of you $1 that that's probably what happened. So I'll get her on the case and she'll fix it quickly. And then look at me like, Dad, why did you click that button? You knew you weren't supposed to do that. And I'll just look at her like, I don't know. It just happened. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your night. I appreciate you all sticking with us this long. We went kind of long this evening, but and woefully out of schedule, but sometimes those things happen. But I appreciate everybody buying up those spots at the end and sticking with us. And we will see you next weekend. So I'm going to get off here and start cutting some videos and posting them on the channel. Thanks again, everybody.